Right, if you stand there, I'll pass it to you, and then you take it in. It's really heavy though. I would take one at a time. They're massively heavy. Okay. Oh gosh, Charlie! Hello. Hello. Oh Jesus. Next one, Summer. Good morning, everybody. Happy Wednesday. I've just got back from the food shopping. So last week I talked a lot about the cost of shopping, the cost of living in general, and how I budget our food shopping money, and it's now not lasting the whole month and I'm having to top it up. And when I top it up from our what I call our disposable income, our fun money, the money we have for doing things that aren't bills and food shopping. And I said I would go shopping this week to ALDI and have a bit of a comparison, and that is what I've done. Oh my goodness, this bag is heavy. Had to use a small shopping trolley because my trolley token that I took with me didn't fit in the trolley. I don't know why. It was a new shape pound coin, but it didn't fit, so there was just one loose single trolley, so I grabbed that. Got a feeling all of my fresh stuff is in the very bottom of this bag. I feel like with last week's food shop, some people got the wrong end of the stick with what I was saying. I had a few comments from people, and they were all like well-meaning comments, don't get me wrong, there was no like unkind comments, but it was all, you know, well-meaning comments about how I was buying stuff that was what they would class as luxury, how we eat a lot of meat and we could save money that way. And I understand all of that, that's all still completely valid and completely true. However, what I was getting at, what I was saying was that every week I go food shopping, and this is my problem because I talk too much, and then the message that I'm trying to get across doesn't come across without a load of other stuff, and then it all gets confused because I talk too much. But what I was saying was, every week I do the food shopping and I buy the shopping that we enjoy, and every week the bill is higher and higher and higher and higher. And to continue to eat the things that we eat and eat the way that we eat and enjoy the treats that we have, I would have to up the budget. And if we was to up the budget, that money would come from our fun money at the moment. And me and Kev had a chat on the phone on my way home from shopping, and we were saying that that's all very well and good. You know, we could, you know, there is money there that we could up the shopping budget, but we didn't want to do that whilst our children, this isn't even the right bag. I'm emptying all this out looking for fresh food. There's not any fresh food in there. But if we were to up the budget, we wouldn't want to do so whilst our children wasted so much food. And it's not just the children's fault, it's also my fault because I've been rubbish at checking the cupboards before I go shopping and writing a meal plan. Telling me writing a meal plan. I find it really difficult to write meal plans when the weather is so hot, because you just never know what you're going to feel like. And if it's really hot in the kitchen, in the house, you don't want to cook. So I've been rubbish writing meal plans, the kids have been wasting loads of food, and in turn we were saying if we was to up the budget, we couldn't have that much wastage still, because we'd be putting more money in, and a good £10 worth of food is probably even more than that going in the bin each week. So yeah, I do feel like some people maybe misunderstood what I was saying, and I don't blame you for misunderstanding. I talk too much, and that's probably even come across wrong, because yet again I talk too much. But I have been to ALDI and I have been to Sainsbury's. The main bulk of this shop was ALDI, and my plan is that it's going to last longer than a week. There's people in this house going off doing different things at the moment with that summer season, with the summer holidays. So not everyone's going to be at home all of the time. So I'm hoping with what I've got, we can make it stretch us through and last over a week until everybody is back from, I think it needs to last about 2 weeks with a top-up shop in between. And then everybody will be back from their summer holidays jollies, and it will be back to shopping for the whole family. Whereas at the moment, you just don't know who's going to be home from one day to the next. But I do know over the next 2 weeks, lots of people are going to be absent from the house on different days and dates, because everyone's, you know, teenagers, all off doing their own thing. But let me start with the frozen, so I can get that in the freezer, because it's currently rapidly defrosting, because it feels like I'm currently living in a greenhouse. Start off with frozen from ALDI. I've got quite a few pizzas. I've got 1 sweet chili chicken, 1 4 cheese, 1 ham and pineapple, and then 2 of the extra cheap and cheerful pepperoni. Now, last night, it turned out it was only me, Kev and Sienna at home for tea. Everybody was out at sleepovers doing their own thing. We ended up going to the chip shop, and I was like, if we'd have had something in the freezer that we could have just bunged in the oven, then that would have been ideal, and we wouldn't have spent £20 at the chip shop. Although I must say, my chip shop dinner last night was actually delicious. So yeah, I thought if I put some pizzas in the freezer, they're there for those evenings where barely anyone is at home for tea. I've also picked up a load of these sort of snacky lunch type things that can be put in the air fryer. So I've got some sausage rolls, some chicken bakes, and some sausage, bean and cheese bakes. That's just handy, you know, whilst everybody is at home at lunchtimes. I say everybody's at home, the little ones are at home. Like I say, half of the time, nobody is at home, and you don't even know where half of them are. It's a regular thing on the family WhatsApp chat, trying to locate where everyone is and who is at home for dinner. I also got some of these large vegetable spring rolls. These are just really, really yummy, and me and Kev will often just say, oh, should we pop those in the air fryer and have them with some sweet chili sauce? So I picked up some of those because we've not had them for ages, because obviously I don't generally shop in ALDI. Also picked up some fish fingers, because they're always handy for like doing fish finger sandwiches at lunchtime, or an easy tea for the little ones. I also got some chicken dippers, again just one of those things that is handy to have in the freezer. I've got some garlic bread slices. The kids all love Soleros. They're probably one of their favourite ice lollies, and these were the mini ones that are new, 6 of each flavour, and they weren't cheap. They were almost £3, I think. I think it was like £2.60. But with having 12 in the box, that's quite a few more than obviously if you buy the real Soleros, where you only get 3 in a box. Did I say garlic bread? Yes. And I've also got some sliced chicken, cooked chicken. I'm going to make some form of sandwich filler. Sienna loves Coronation chicken, but I was meant to look when I was in Sainsbury's for Coronation seasoning, but I didn't. I forgot. So I might ask Kev if he can order some when he's at work, and then I can make some Coronation chicken sandwich filler. And I think that is everything I got frozen in ALDI. So I'm going to quickly pop that in the freezer. So I didn't get a huge lot of fresh food in ALDI. I've got lots of these type of kebab thingies. I've got the sweet barbecue pork koftas, the Spanish inspired chicken koftas, and these, which we took to the beach when we had a barbecue the other day. And they are absolutely delicious. They are $3.99 and you only get 4. So they're not the cheapest, but with something else that I've got from Sainsbury's, this will make a kind of barbecue type tea one evening. We're quite enjoying just having that sort of meals at the moment, just meat, salad, maybe some new potatoes, that sort of thing. I've got some chicken thigh fillets. Now often I get told this, and there was quite a few comments on the last week's grocery haul, which did amazing. That's on like 13,000 views. I haven't had a video do that well for ages, so thank you, and hello to all of the new over 100 subscribers that joined the channel after that video. But there was lots of comments saying about chicken thigh fillets. Now the only reason I don't usually buy these is because I shop in Sainsbury's, and it's probably only the case in our Sainsbury's. It might be different in other people's, but their chicken thigh fillets are as expensive as chicken breast when you compare weight. So I normally just go for chicken breast because it works out cheaper, but these were £3.99 in Sainsbury's, no, ALDI, what am I talking about? £3.99 in ALDI for 600 grams. Now, if I was just making a meal which was predominantly chicken, that wouldn't be enough. I need at least 1 kilogram if I'm feeding everybody. But if I add it to 2 blocks of halloumi, I can make some chicken halloumi flatbread type thing. So that will be another meal. But at £3.99 a pack, if I had to buy twice the amount, that would be £8 for 1.2 kilograms. Now 1 kilogram of chicken breast is £6.50 in Sainsbury's. So it does work out that you can buy chicken breast cheaper than chicken thigh fillets if you need to buy the type of quantity that I do for a meal in our house. So that's, yeah, generally the only reason I don't go for chicken thigh is for that reason. I've got a mince to make a lasagna. I've got some ham for sandwiches, if anybody wants sandwiches. We don't generally eat a lot of ham, but it's there as an option. I've got a couple of these trifles. I then got suckered into buying stuff that I definitely didn't need, but will be enjoyed nonetheless. And I bought 3 of these smoothies. I just couldn't make my mind up on a flavour, so I just bought all 3. And they are £1.29. I might be wrong, but somewhere around that price. They won't last 2 minutes in our house, but I fancy trying this one, pineapple, banana and coconut. So those I didn't need, but bought anyway. I think they might have been more than £1.29 actually. I think they might have been nearer to £1.50. I've got 2 milks. Those were £1.45. Milk is something I never pay any attention to the price. I just buy it because obviously everybody buys milk. But that I did notice had a slashed price. It's usually £1.55, but it was £1.45. Did the trifles, didn't I? I got a block of cheese, some of these sweet potato pakoras. I just chuck those in the fridge, and Brooke and Summer and me just eat them cold. They are quite nice though, on top of the salad, warmed up. I've got 2 of these double delights, although I did realise I could have got those cheaper in Sainsbury's because they're currently, for the Muller ones, £1.50, and they were £1.40. So by the time I took off my collie discount, I could have got the branded ones cheaper, but never mind. All of the little ones like those. And I got 2 boxes of eggs, so we can have omelettes, scrambled egg, poached egg, all those types of things. So you might be thinking that's not enough meals, but at the end I will talk through what I've got in the freezer and some form of meal plan. Then on to dry goods from ALDI. I've got some plain flour, some light brown sugar, mini marshmallows and some chocolate blocks. Can anyone guess what I might be doing this week? Maybe a little bit of baking. I've also got some crackers because Felicity just quite likes crackers, cheese and pickle. Some basmati rice noodles, so much cheaper at ALDI. Price matched is rice. That's actually the same price in Sainsbury's. It used to be more expensive in Sainsbury's, but by the time I took off my discount was cheaper. But now, actually, if I'd have bought that in Sainsbury's, it would have worked out cheaper because it's been price matched. Noodles, however, are... Oh, mind you, actually, I bought those really cheap ones, didn't I, last week? They were only like 20-something pence. And they were okay, according to the kids. But these ones are 35p in ALDI. So I've got 2 curry, 2 chicken. Also got some savoury rice. I always do some of that if we're like having a barbecue type tea, because the little ones enjoy having that. Also, these were new. These like baking things. What are they called? Summer, help me out here. What are these called? Like, you know, when you just have a packet.
Baking mix.
Yeah, that's the one. These mixes.
It literally says mix on the packet.
There you go. But anyway, brownie mix. They were only £1 something, and they're just handy if you're not wanting to, like, you know, do a full baking session, but still want to make something quick and easy. It's all measured out. Just add the egg and the butter. I've got some pineapple slices. I've got some biscuits, just got some cookies, some of these, which is their version of the Fox's Crunches, and some dark chocolate digestives. We'd run out of vinegar, so I've got some vinegar, chopped tomatoes and passata for doing my, help me out again, Summer, what am I making? Lasagna. Dark soy soy, light soy soy. I mean, it's not even lunchtime yet and I'm already struggling. Pesto, chocolate spread, the white lasagna sauce. I picked up a couple of these squirty squash because they're handy for days out. Some barbecue sauce. There's some salsa in the fridge that we were supposed to take on our picnic the other day and then forgot to take with us. So I picked up some of these bruschettas, the little breads, and I thought they might be nice to use the salsa that I bought. Non-food items, I've got some bleach, some more washing detergent, some shampoo and conditioner, shower gels, one of these trigger sprays, some fairy liquid and some food bags, because then there is even less excuse for people to put things in the fridge without being in some form of bag. So if you use a bit of an onion, not the whole onion, put the onion in a food bag, not just straight back in the fridge. I am also going to do what people are saying and cut up the melon. I just need to get a tub big enough for that. Another thing is we need a bigger fridge, but I'll talk more about that when I'm not facing the camera directly at the food, because I could talk forever, as you all well know. I picked up some of this blueberry lemonade and some of this raspberry lemonade. Again, these are sorts of things you pick up when you're at Aldi that you don't really need, but you pick them up anyway. I've got some toilet roll back there, and then I have got an absolute stack of cereal. Our cereal cupboard is pretty much empty. There's not a lot left in there, and I thought I'd just have a stock up, because if in doubt, just eat cereal. So these are the crisp cereal, which is their version of the expensive one, which I don't think I can even remember what it's called, and there's none left in the cupboard. What is it I've been buying from Sainsbury's and it's on offer for £2? What's the branded ones called, Summer? Can you remember?
What, of what?
The crispy cereal. Can't remember what the brand's called.
What, the...
Like the strawberry crisp, yeah. You know what I mean though. Hopefully everyone else knows what we mean. But these were £1.29. So much cheaper. So I got a strawberry and a chocolate. I got some honey nut cornflakes, some of these which are Summer's favourite, the mini, do you hear the gasp, but the mini chocolate chip Weetabix, some chocolate pillows and some Rice Krispies, because with that white chocolate and those mini marshmallows, I'm going to make some marshmallow crispy square thingies. And I think that was everything dry goods wise from Aldi. So I need to put this away. Oh, I don't like it when Kev's not here. He gets it put away as I'm talking. Summer, you're slacking. Summer was meant to be doing Dad's job. So I missed off some of the crisps, or the only crisps that I bought actually, and that's these Cheesios. And Kev will get really excited because he likes the flaming hot What's-Its, like the giant share bag, and these are Aldi's version, but they're in individual packs and you get 6 little packs. So those were a new item. They also had barbecue steak flavour as well, but I just went for the fiery ones. Also missed off this barbecue whiskey sauce, which I'm going to be putting with the pork that's in the freezer to do barbecue pulled pork wraps. And I missed off some marinated tomatoes from Fresh. And then on to vegetables. I've got quite a lot of potatoes. I've got baking potatoes to do jacket potato. I've got some white potatoes, and what I think I'll do is when I do the barbecue pulled pork, I'll do some roast potatoes as well. So we'll have like barbecue pulled pork with some wraps, some roast potatoes, a bit of salad, that type of dinner. I've got some sweet potato, I've got some salad potatoes, a white cabbage for making coleslaw, carrots making coleslaw. That's my wire because my phone's currently plugged into the charger. Got some peppers. Those were actually cheaper than what they currently are in Sainsbury's. Some blueberries. Those were on the, is it called Super 5? Blueberries were on the Super 5. Oh, organic bananas actually worked out cheaper to get the organic ones that were on the Super 5. The vine ripened tomatoes, they were also on the Super 5. And the raspberries, I believe. I think that was 4 out of the 5 items. Some Royal Gala apples, some plum tomatoes, a couple of avocados, some salad mix, some spinach, some cucumbers, and a very, very big watermelon. And I think, oh, and some oranges. Those were hiding over there. Some easy peelers. I think that is everything I got from Aldi. Then on to the little bit I got from Sainsbury's. I got this tray of 24 Pepsi Max, which is currently on Nectar for £8.50, and Summer is currently holding on to. I've got some lightly spiced wedges. Now these probably would have been cheaper in Aldi, but they were an afterthought. I also got some more ice creams. I got the fruit splits that the girls enjoy. Those are actually £1.19 in Sainsbury's, so they're as cheap as buying from Aldi anyway. I got some cheese strings. Those were £1.25 a pack on Nectar. I bought some halloumi, Mediterranean halloumi sticks. They're back on Nectar for £2, and I thought they would go really nice in some pita bread for lunch. I got 2 packs of the chicken steaks that they like to cook in the air fryer and slice up and put in wraps at lunchtime. With that barbecue stuff that I bought, I'm going to do these jumbo hot dogs for the younger ones. I got these the other day when we had a barbecue on the weekend, and the younger girls absolutely loved them. I mean, I haven't even read the pork content. They probably love them because they're probably crap. Let's have a look. But the girls both ate 2 each of these. Where's the ingredients list? Ingredients. Pork, 72%. So they're not actually terrible. I thought they were going to be a lot less. But yeah, the girls enjoyed them and they're still on Nectar price. Summer is trialling going a little bit dairy free. I say a little bit. She's just said, oh, I'm going to have yoghurt and granola. Oh, I can't have yoghurt and granola if I go dairy free. But she's got really dry skin at the moment. So she's just going to trial taking out dairy and see if that helps. So I got her some oat milk. I've got some baking block for doing baking. I've got, oh, you snatched that off me then, Summer. I've got some sizzler steaks. Reese asked if he could have steak baguettes one evening. So that's not going to be enough to feed an entire family steak baguettes, but on one of those evenings where the little ones can have a freezer meal, then we can have steak baguettes for the older people. Summer is getting impatient. I've got some of the Yazoo milkshakes. Summer, I'm going to talk about these in a second. You're going to have to wait. I watched one of the Tonic Man TikToks about the Happy Monkey milkshakes that I usually buy the girls, and he was talking about how they were twice the amount of sugar as what is in the Yazoo ones. So at the moment, the Happy Monkey ones are £1 and the Yazoo ones are £1.20. So they are a little bit more expensive, but he was right. When you look at the sugar content, they have got half the amount. So we're going to do a swapsy to those ones when those ones are on offer. But when they're not on offer, they're £1.50. I've got some of the Bliss cheesecakes. They're currently on Nectar for £1.50. I've got some tropical squash. That is also price matched to Aldi. I got the apple and strawberry squash. Don't buy squash in Aldi because I don't like it. I actually only really like the Sainsbury squash, so that's the squash. I got some baked beans for the jacket potatoes. I got some salad cream. I got some ketchup. Oh, Sienna's at it as well now. Some of the go-ahead bars that Felicity likes, some fake Kit Kats, some wagon wheels. They were actually cheaper to buy in Sainsbury's than buying Aldi's own. I often see that Aldi's own version of stuff is often more expensive than what it is for the branded thing in Sainsbury's if it's on Nectar price. I got some mushrooms. I got some red onions. Again, onions, you have to buy them in a net in Aldi, whereas in Sainsbury's you can weigh your own. These were 72 pence for 3 onions. That would have been £1 in Aldi. I've got some wraps. I got some bread. I got some soft pitters, which I'm going to put that halloumi in. I've got some fins. They're back on offer again. And I also thought Felicity might want to try crumpet fins, because Lissy likes a crumpet. But these are a little bit smaller. They're thinner ones, so you get 8 as opposed to 6, and they were currently on Nectar price, so I thought we'd give them a go. And that, I think, is everything. So I've just wrote a list of what meals I've got in the house, and I'm going to pin this on the fridge for future reference. So I've got chicken and halloumi flatbreads, lasagna, jacket potatoes, a barbecue type dinner, probably have it on the barbecue to be fair, Hunter's chicken pasta bake, sweet chilli chicken and egg fried rice. Both of those meals will be made with the chicken that's left in the freezer. Barbecue pulled pork and roast potatoes. Again, that pork's in the freezer. Omelette and salad, and steak baguettes and freezer food. So whoever's having steak baguettes, like the older people in the family, and then the younger ones will have like chicken dippers. And then for nights when there's barely anyone at home, we've got pizza, we've got our 500 grams mince also in the freezer that we can make a spaghetti bolognese. We've also got some cod fillets, which won't be really for a night that there's barely anyone home. That's more of a do it as a proper meal. Kev made cod fillets with like a really nice seasoning on them with some giant couscous a while ago, and it was really delicious. And Summer said, could we have that again? So yeah, all together there's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 meals that can be made with what we've got. So we will have to do that top-up shop, but I think that we should hopefully push through until everybody is back from their like summer holiday getaways, and then we'll be doing a massive big food shop again. So Aldi came to a grand total of £144.86. So that wasn't too bad, I don't think. And then Sainsbury's came to £51.17 before discount. And then after the collie discount, it was £46.06. So altogether, it was £190, which, if it lasts as long as we're hoping it's going to last, with that extra, probably going to put aside, say, £50 for that top-up shop for in about a week and a half's time. So that will still be less than a 2 weekly shopping budget, which we usually have. So hopefully, fingers crossed, it'll all last. If not, we'll be eating cereal because I've bought loads of that. I then got some vouchers printed out from Sainsbury's. I got an extra 110 points if I buy Sunbite crisps. That's the thing that says that ALDI has price matched their basmati rice to 45p. No, that Sainsbury's has price matched to ALDI. And then I will definitely keep hold of this one because it's valid until the 21st of August. 750 bonus nectar points when you spend £25 on school shop. And obviously, I have that shop to do as well before the kids go back to school. That's a great shop that I need to do. So yeah, that is the shopping where I just got up to because my phone just ran out of storage. But we've been talking about needing a bigger fridge because that fridge is just half of our problem. Is everything gets rammed in there and then you can't see what's in because there's so much stuff in there. So if we had an extra 3 centimetres in that alcove, we would have enough space for an American fridge freezer, but we don't. And we don't have any way of making it any wider without it costing an absolute fortune to have the chimney breast taken out. So we've been talking about getting a larder fridge, so a full length fridge, and then get a smaller freezer for the utility room. We do have a freezer for the utility room, but it's an old one, so it rapidly just turns into a great big block of ice. So it's currently unplugged, we don't even use it. So we'd get a frost-free freezer for the utility room and a larder fridge for that alcove. That's the plan for somewhere in the future. Not right away, because we don't have the budget for it. But there's Jamie. I knew that obviously someone come through the back gate and I thought that was Jamie, but it wasn't, it was Reese, and now there's Jamie. So yeah, that is our food shop for the week. Thank you for watching, and we will see you all very soon with a food haul, though not for another, hopefully, fingers crossed, couple of weeks.